Frank Drebin is back. Again. Well, actually, he's retired now. He quit Police Squad and married Jane, and now he's been reduced to a housewife, stripped of his masculinity. Their love life has dried up, which is a problem because Jane wants to have a baby. Their couples therapist suggests they have a date night, try to re-spark the marriage. But Frank is asked to get out of retirement for a minute and go undercover, to go to a clinic and look through a nurse's personal files, since she has ties to a terrorist bomber. Unfortunately, it's a fertility clinic, and Frank donates lots and lots of samples. So when it's time to come home and have a night of rigorous lovemaking, he's unable to perform. Jane is furious. She leaves him, unknowingly taking the location of the hideout with her. Meanwhile, Frank needs to go undercover in a state prison to befriend the terrorist bomb maker and help him escape, so they can identify where the next big target is. Meanwhile, Jane discovers the address Frank had written down, and believing he was actually cheating on her, she goes to the location to confront him, and is taken as a hostage if the terrorist plot fails. It turns out the location of the bombing is at the Academy Awards ceremony, and it's up to Frank and the help of Police Squad to try and stop it. The Naked Gun 33 1/3 is the final part of the trilogy, with the main cast coming back for one final insult. But this time, we lost David Zucker, and we have a new director, Peter Siegel, and the movie has a slightly different comedic touch than the other movies. It's still Naked Gun as we all love it, with tons of sight gags and deadpan humor, but this movie relies pretty heavily on satirizing other movies. From The Untouchables to White Heat, from The Great Escape to even Jurassic Park. Most of this is executed really well, but where this director drops the ball is, weirdly enough, with the audio design. A lot of jokes are highlighted with silly sound effects, with an emphasis on silly, and it makes some of the jokes kind of fall a little flat. There's also an issue with offensive humor here, which, I know, I get it, it's Naked Gun. And while some jokes do land just fine, others could be seen as punching down, or at its worst, just straight up transphobic. But when it comes to the Naked Gun, it's always been the case that for every few jokes that lands, there's another few that might fall flat. But with a movie that's so jam-packed with non-stop humor, it's easy to move on and just laugh at the next thing. The best thing I can say about this movie is that the plot is so much better than the second one. I'm actually fully invested in this whole operation. But it is safe to say that The Naked Gun has run out of steam by this point. The movie is cracking jokes faster than you can keep up with, but it's fumbling more and more of them. And although it's a good time, it never reaches the same heights as the first two, but it certainly hits some new lows. In the end, if you're a fan of Police Squad or if you're a fan of Naked Gun, you've probably seen this movie already, so I really don't need to recommend it. But if you haven't, then I would say this one's about as good as the others. And also, you should support the new Naked Gun movie that's in theaters now, so that we can keep getting spoof comedies in the future. Anyway, that's the end of the video.